everyone. Welcome back to Sister Talks, where we two sisters talk about life, laughs, and things that make us go, We're glad to have you tune into this podcast. I'm your co-host, Shanice of Succeed with Shanice, and
I am Jay of my Core Memory Vaults YouTube channel.
Woo woo. And I'm excited because we are entering into yet another month of, just being great and doing all the things that we do to be great. Minus the weather changes that we're experiencing here in California that have been unexpected with dry thunderstorms. I'm looking forward to some unexpected, amazing things happening in this new month of September. So I would like to kick off our podcast episode today with, because we said we would do this last time, manifesting and seeing if we have some ideas or things that we want to manifest for this month and how last month's manifestations worked out. So would you like to start, Janelle?
No. You can start.
Okay. Well, for me, first let's reflect back. August was a very busy, full month for me. But I will say that I did manifest some of the things that were on my list. And I'm kind of proud. I won't go into detail given the time that we have. But I'm proud to be able to say that all of the things that I've imagined in regards to me being able to meet new people and build meaningful relationships is actually coming to fruition, and in a way that's mutually beneficial to those that I come in contact with. So I'm excited to explore where all of that goes and what comes out of it. So going into this month, my manifestation is a little bit different in formatting. I'm going to format it as, if I'm going to be tested, or should I be tested, because every month there is some type of lesson and test. But should I be tested this month, let me be tested or struggle in spaces that I've never experienced before. Like, let me struggle with having inner peace. Or let me struggle with managing $500,000. Or let me just struggle with having a well-behaved pup that actually listens to me when I tell him to do things. Let me struggle with the things that bring balance into my life and prosperity, but also just peace. So I can wake up just in this feeling of fullness and joy and happiness. Like, give me those tests. I want to experience those type of struggles. Let me struggle with balancing whether or not I'm going to brunch on Saturday or Sunday. So yes, that's what I'm hoping to manifest. If it's going to be struggles, let it be good struggles. Let it be soft girl era type of struggle. So that's what I'm manifesting for September.
Well, it is going to come to pass, especially because it's only the 2nd. So
it is.
There's several more days. I mean, through the whole time you were talking, I thought I'd be able to think of something, but I have nothing because I did not do my manifestations for this month, nor do I remember what I said last month. I just know things are getting better, so that's all I'm going to be able to contribute to this section.
Yeah, and I'm going to add a short plug for you that if you're out there and you're struggling trying to figure out, like, how do I keep track of all the things that I'm manifesting? Where do I put it? How do I continuously remind myself that I need to just take a moment to manifest? Janelle has a wonderful planner on Amazon where every month it gives you a page to write it all down. And that is the only reason why I've been manifesting each month.
That's why I had to put it in there, but I haven't done it yet.
Because like it, and I will say it has helped me going back to all of the other months and see what I wrote. Not just to be like, which I'm like this, check off, yeah, I did that, or no, that didn't happen. But just to be like, wow, how I'm envisioning my life to be is expanding. Because I know initially at the start of the year when I got your planner, I was listing out, it was like a grocery list. Like I want this, 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 and this. I mean, not a grocery list, maybe what is it? A Christmas list, like a letter to Santa. But now, I don't know. It's just like, this is what I envision it to be. I don't know. It's bigger. I don't know what the word is, but it's a lot bigger. It's manifesting. But I notice I'm diving a little bit deeper into what are my intrinsic needs and desires for my life, and then just laying it all out on that sheet. So yeah, cop her planner because it really helps me to be able to continue manifesting each month.
That's funny. I put that on my to-do for this month too, to put the next year's planner up, which I may just include. Well, I don't know. I've been working on things, and maybe you guys can like put in the comments your thoughts. I mean, I was going to say this on my channel, but I would love to hear everyone's thoughts on it. So I wanted to put up a like free, maybe a couple months free for like November, December for the new planner. And then, you know, if you like it, you can buy like next year's planner, or include the last quarter of this year in the new planner, so you can kind of get it now if you wanted to. So I don't know. I'm still deciding.
Or you have two versions.
Or I can just have two, because I want people to be able to try it, because I know I don't like spending money on something that I'm not, not sure about.
Oh.
So like I want people to be able to try it for like a month or two. And then of course, if you like it, you can get the whole 2026 planner. But yeah, I don't know, just brainstorming that.
Yeah, and I recommend, if you're uncertain on whether it's for you or not, go on Amazon and see her current version. And I'm sure you've posted videos. If not, maybe you will soon, of what the current one looks like. And I think in one of my videos, I was working in it, and it got caught in the frame. So I'll do more of that too. But yeah, or just ask us. We're happy to, share.
Yeah, because I'm still working on like, because when I first started, I was like, I want to do a really bougie planner, And here's the thing.
Well, it is bougie. That whole
yes, but I wanted
color. Can you put numbers?
There's this company that it's like a printing company or whatever. And they have to where you can print it where it's like foil outlined. Like, how like Bibles are like foiled outline. And then it can have like the little indents.
About. Oh my Lord.
And then they like emboss
with
it.
With the tabs and
And then they can emboss it.
Not Bible.
So I don't have to so it wouldn't be like a designed color. It'll be like embossed, like imprinted. And then it has like the little ribbon thing. But it all came out to like $5,000 to
Jesus.
Get
for one or multiple?
No, to get you have to buy like 150 at a time. Yeah, so it's not bad, but you have to have $5,000 to get them first.
To upfront. Oh,
so the option was to do correct, but I'm not. I want to see that there's at least 150 people buying my current planner.
Y'all heard her.
Move up to the next planner.
Y'all want that Luxe planner? Sell this one out.
So, you
want the foil embossed.
So it's gonna have to wait another year, and I'm just going to stick with the Amazon planner. And then folks can customize it, buy whatever tabs they want to buy.
Yeah, I don't think I added tabs to it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I like the way it looks without tabs. That's why I
me
liked
too.
the way they did, because it wasn't tabs. It was literally like the Bible, like how
It was
has a little
indented. Yeah.
And I just really like that, because I want to be able, I was thinking about this because I want to be able to travel with my planner. I don't want it to take up space in my bag, which is why I didn't do like the big rings, because it's a lot of pages. So the rings would have to be big, because I remember the last time I got that ring one,
The spiral bound.
Maybe 4 years ago, which made me want to make my own. Whenever I would travel, like at that time I was like working, but whenever I would travel, it would always get left behind. And then now I'm like behind, like I can't, like my days are like weird, whatever.
Right.
So I just wanted to keep this paper, hardcover, regular, so you can just slip it in your bag.
And I think it looks clean on a desk. And that's just, that's where my brain goes. Like, how does it look in the room? How does it look on the desk? Next to, well, it on my desk, it has its own home. If that makes sense. And it makes sense because, you know, my desk is white and gold. And the version I got was white. I think the lettering's gold on the cover. I can't remember. So it just fit perfectly. And so being able to like walk into a clean space where it's kind of a part of my office tableau was really nice.
Yeah.
I just have to get a pen to match it. I keep saying I'm going to do it and then I forget. So I just have to get a white with a gold trim pen to match it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was that.
That's good. Well, let's keep the announcements going. Is there anything that you have that you would like to share with the collective? Things coming, things past?
No, I think I have nothing for this collective. Tune into my core memory vaults if you want.
Well, tune in. Awesome. Well, then let's get right to my agenda, which isn't really an agenda. It's really just free thought.
Before we
go ahead.
I have a question.
Okay.
That I was thinking about this weekend. So we went to a Valkyrie game. I don't know if that's on your agenda.
I thought that was going to be your announcement. I skipped it because you didn't say
Oh, no, I'm not making
so I thought it was going to be a core
announcement, but we went to the game.
Got it.
And the game also, visuals would be on my core memory.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's where you were.
But
cool. We're on the same wavelength.
But first of all, the game was phenomenal.
Oh, did you get the survey? I responded to the survey.
No.
This is the one survey I responded to. Oh, because I got the tickets.
Have the tickets.
Okay.
Well,
I gave him a glowing review.
Yeah, it was great. And I think it's just women. Like, I don't know, because I've been seeing, on
all levels,
have been looking at not necessarily the news, but like, you know, on our computers, how it has like all those articles or whatever.
Oh, yeah, the news updates.
And so like, there's been so many things, articles about like harm being done to children. So many. Like, I don't know. First of all, I'm going to say this very loud, and I want everybody to pay attention. If you do not want the children, do not have the children.
There's so many options.
The fact that these kids are going through so much trauma is utterly ridiculous, and I'm so sick and tired of reading about it every single day. Every day. It's ridiculous.
Or seeing documentaries or shows about it.
Mind you, we going on the side because I want to tell you this live. Side tangent. Watched a documentary about the cyberbullying. Remember you came in?
I did.
Partially through, and then you went back and got on that phone. While you were on the phone, they found out who the cyberbully was.
It was a cousin.
No.
Oh,
so
I thought it was a cousin.
It was a show on Netflix. I don't know what it was called, but it was about this two couple. They're like 17 years old in a small town.
I love how you call them couple.
Well, I mean, they were together. They were in a relationship. But it was a small town, and there was like 700 people in the whole entire school. The school was like K through 12th grade. 700, so 30 people in their class total, which, woo.
Right. Don't know that experience.
Because there's more people in our class than in your
Right,
whole entire
in the whole
school. I don't know how you guys are doing that, but neither here nor there. And then so the girl and the guy were receiving like all these cyberbullying text messages, and it spiraled. And then, of course, the text messages were like horrible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Horrible. Like, these are kids.
And they love the F word.
Yes, but like the things that they were saying, like, these are kids. Like, what the heck? And then so they do all this rigmarole. They start pointing fingers. You know, small town. They start pointing fingers at some
Everybody's
girl
a detective.
who's like, which I love. And the thing is, these are kids, so I'm not going to say too much, but I will say this. I think it's interesting when people speak and you know that basically they're saying like, oh, I've done horrible things, or like, I've maybe been a bully, but I didn't do this.
That's ridiculous.
Like, it's just so interesting. But they go through all the rigmarole. They contact the school principal, contact the police department, contact the FBI, which you should have contacted the kids on YouTube, because the kids know how to find people, by the way. But we're so worried about going through the pipeline. Like, our kids are smart. Moving on. The FBI says, give me all your numbers, because they can get the warrant for the IP addresses.
Right.
And they found the little spoof number people where you get the numbers from. Mm-hmm. And they're like, give me all the numbers you have. Gave them all the numbers. And there's one number that kept pinging. Ping, ping. Every single time they run it. Pinging, pinging, pinging. It was the girl's mama. The mom.
But she started off on the show on some like, I was just so excited when she started dating. I won't say the kids' name because they're kids, but started dating so and so. Got to build friendship with his mom, and we would come together and try and figure out like who's texting our kids.
Yes.
Like so now I'm gonna get on my serial killer tour. Serial killers do insert themselves in the investigation. It's another level of serial killerism, but it is something that they do because they get a high off of like the catch me if you can type high, basically. And sometimes they'll even insert themselves with the victims' families as if they are so they are coming to them for like support and things like that too.
You seem like important.
Exactly. But it's still sick. Okay. So like message to the mom, you're a psycho.
But also too, like I said before, if you don't want the kids, don't have the kids.
Oh, she gave a reason?
Because she was like, oh, you may see me and think that I'm this crazy lady, which also it's mighty bold of you to get on this documentary in the first place, because you would not be able to get that information out of me. But they're like, she was like, oh, it's like easy for you to say that like I'm a crazy person, I'm this horrible like psycho, but
sure is.
You don't know the trauma that I've like been through. Listen, I understand everybody has trauma, and this is like my message to the world. I understand everybody has dealt with monsters, because we've seen some things over the past years that people are capable of doing. And I've seen enough documentaries. But the second you become a monster, that's
on you.
You just telling a sad story that we don't care about anymore. Because that's a 17-year-old child that you told to kill herself. You told all these sexual expletives
that you were doing with her boyfriend.
Correct. Like, what is like, and everybody is moving around.
And then you were consoling her after. That's why you're a psycho.
And the thing, so when they went to go arrest her, she was like the dad was at work and she was at home with like the daughter. But so the FBI had the daughter stand outside and be like, ma'am, you need to tell us everything you did. Like, this is the evidence we have. Da, da, da. Turn over your phone. Turned over her phone. And then brought in the daughter. And then they were going to tell the daughter that like she
did it.
And I want maybe because this was back in the day. I don't know how long ago.
It didn't seem like it was that long
ago. The picture was grainy on their little cameras.
Oh.
But I want them to take some classes in when somebody's being the different ways of abuse. Because like when they went to tell the daughter, like, your mom has been doing this whole time, before they can even get it out, the mom stood up and like went to like hug the daughter and like pet her head and like hold her hand. Like she was like consoling her, but like, ma'am, this was you told your daughter to kill herself. That's crazy. And none of the officers stopped it. None of the officers were like, ma'am, you need to get away from her. Like, she is a danger to that little girl. And then so they called and you could tell it's a small town because they were like, well, call the husband, get him down here. So evidently they had the husband's number. So called the husband. Husband came home and they were like, and they talked to him outside and he was like, oh, this is what happened. And she hasn't been, like, she was fired from both of her jobs and
I can care less.
Whatever. And then the dad was like, well, did she give you all her phones then? And what do you mean fired from her jobs? Like, she's been going to work for 6 months. Like, I didn't even know that she did. So she hasn't had a job this whole time.
And he didn't know.
This whole time they were having money issues and they had to like move multiple times, but he didn't know, like,
she wasn't working.
Correct. He was just getting up and going to work and bringing home the money. So like I just feel like they're not treating her as dangerous as she actually is. Because she tried to explain away everything. She did not cry once. She did the little reality TV sniffle where there's no tears. But then when she started talking about her trauma, she was boohoo crying. So that means you really don't care about that little girl. And you've done that for so long, no telling how, because your daughter still wants a relationship with you. Your daughter still thinks that like you care about her. And I understand it's hard for people to fathom that, like, hey, there's some people that don't care about anyone.
Yep.
And they can just fake it really
Psychos.
well. So like, you have your dad seems great. Go find you a role model elsewhere.
Well, I don't know. He seems very blind to what's going on in his household. And I can understand hard times and you hustling to try and make ends meet. So you don't necessarily have time for the emotional presence that needs to be in the household. But now you know your wife was not, short of being Craig, was not honest. Because if she wasn't going to work, where was she going?
No, he didn't know that.
But that's what I'm saying. Now you know.
Correct. They got divorced.
So going for
yeah, that's why I said your dad seems like a great guy.
Okay.
Because the second he learned all the information, he came in the house and he was like, this is done. You need to call your mom. Call your parents. You're leaving. And then she started crying. And he was like, okay, I'll call him. And he called her parents and he was like, you need to come pick up your daughter. And then they got a divorce.
Well, she needs to go to jail.
So I don't know what the law, but she only went to jail for like
still small town.
Some odd months.
Oh.
Yeah.
But before I left, they were talking about when they thought it was a kid. And so this is why I'm a little upset about that. When y'all thought it was a kid, the conversations, because it was the superintendent, I saw his interview, and then I don't know if he was FBI, but one of the police police people that was in charge. Y'all was quick to be like, well, we're going to charge them for stalking. We're going to charge them for obviously cyberbullying. But there was one other thing that they said. And I was like, at first I was like, well, yes, in its entirety, they checking off all the boxes. But if we're talking about a kid, like, no offense to y'all young people under the age of 18, but sometimes y'all could be slow. Y'all could be a little y'all take fun to another level that it shouldn't go. But you're kids, you're developing.
Yeah.
But they were ready to, like, if it's a kid, we're gonna arrest them right now, take them to jail, haul them off, and be gone in this hole forever.
Right.
Now you know it's this. I'm just gonna say it. Now you know it's this white woman. A few months, because not only did she put her child in danger, she put that child's boyfriend in danger. So where's the boyfriend's parents suing her?
So they spoke at the thing. They spoke at the
court.
Yes. They had
her trial.
The little people statements.
Mm-hmm.
But to continue the list, you put now homegirl's little popular girl, her like people zeroed in on her for about a year.
Oh, thinking she did it.
And then, which is so sad, because his cousin, which he explained his cousin as like,
she seemed very depressed. That's why I thought it was her.
Yeah, but then there's like the quiet kids. And in a small town, of course they're going to blame the quiet kids.
Yeah.
But then, so they pointed the finger to her because there's this picture that was taken at Christmas. And it was sent to the little girl. And then so they're like, who could have taken this picture? And they were like, the cousin.
Because she was in the picture, or she was there?
No, I guess she was there for Christmas.
Oh.
And then so the whole school just turned against this little quiet girl. And it was just
because she was already being bullied.
Yeah,
that was the whole
she was being bullied by the other girl.
For the volleyball team.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, and then the way they try to gaslight her to be like, she wasn't even, now hold on now. We ain't born, we ain't stupid. Okay. We've all been to high school. When somebody says they're being bullied, they're probably being bullied.
Oh yeah.
So the fact that y'all sat up there and told that girl that didn't really happen. Oh, she's spreading lies. What? Tell somebody. Yeah, that's why I said the
popular kids.
Yeah, their little business didn't even have to be in here because it was the mama. But now we know
this is a thing
that y'all up there bullying them kids at that school.
And it's one of those things where it frustrates me. I didn't think it was the mama. I also didn't sit through the whole thing, but she should have stood out, but she didn't stand out for me. But now looking back, she should have stood out. She was the first to be interviewed on this documentary. They didn't even go to the kids first. They went to her, and I just assumed, oh, they're the parents, guardians, don't put your kids on here until the parents. But she was so invested in telling her daughter's story of what happened to her. And where I'm going with this is that's sick.
Yeah.
If you have, and I'm speaking to myself too, if you have that much trauma in your life,
don't have them kids.
One, don't have the kids, but two, get the help you need before you do.
Because you had the money. Before you
lost your job,
doing all of this, you had the money, which I find so confusing and like difficult because like now, as it was described on there, the daughter lost a few friends because of this. So it's like you're putting your daughter in a really hard spot. Moreover, like people can't talk about you. Well, they can. However, if people talked about you the way they want to talk about you, it would hurt your daughter. So nobody's going to do it. Because even now I'm tiptoeing because I'm ready to call you all types of things. But like your daughter sat up here on this screen and told us, and the things that you were saying to her, talking about an eating disorder, talking about her body, talking about all types of stuff.
She was already an athlete.
Correct.
You can't tell.
But she said on her interview, she was like, I knew that she had insecurities about
her mother,
the way her body looked. So I just kind of zeroed in on that and it just like spiraled. And then she was like, I think I was subconsciously just talking about myself. No, you weren't.
Oh,
no, you weren't. This little girl deserves better than that. And as do all these other kids. I'm sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. And especially because, a rant is coming, but it's going to end swiftly. Especially because y'all turn to us 30 and up, because I'm not 35 yet. 30 and up people and being like, oh, why didn't you have kids? Oh, have kids. Y'all not even treating the kids here well at all.
I wish you would bully my child. Send them a text on the
That's
phone I paid for.
crazy.
I want you to.
It's literally it's crazy, and these kids deserve better. So like, seeing all of these obviously got me in the mood, because that's my one. I hate when
This is
kids
why I
are
don't watch
mistreated,
documentaries.
because like kids don't ask to be here. So that's my one trigger of like, it just like eats up my soul. Because again, kids don't ask to be. Nobody on this planet really asks to be here. We didn't say like, ooh, send me to America specifically. So
That part.
going into the weekend, or like just having those feelings, and then we went to the game. Although I watched a documentary yesterday, but before that, this was all the articles. Then went to the game and saw all the kids just having so much fun.
They was having a good old time.
They were having so much fun.
I was like, this is a kids concert. We infiltrating their game.
And everybody was just like safe. And it was just like a vibe. And the thing is, like, there were so many people.
Oh yeah, the stadium was full. It was packed.
And there wasn't any type of like anxiousness, because I get like in big groups of people. There was not any anxiousness, but there was.
But we sat up really good.
But there was. I don't even know what it's called. And then it made me think of this question. So.
Oh, roundabout way. All right.
After 30 minutes. We were on the bus, and I'm watching several men sit whilst several women with kids stand. And I was thinking like, oh, well, couldn't be my man. So I've developed non-negotiables, obviously. And I'd like to hear what your top 3 non-negotiables
Oh my
are.
Lord, they keep changing. Top 3 non-negotiables. One is non-negotiable. One is he cannot not have a passport.
He cannot
like
not have. Oh, okay.
Right, like have a passport, bruh. Get it together, wherever it is. Because shoot, I would enjoy dual, triple citizenship at this point, but have some type of travel availability documents. So that's 1. 2, you can't not have some type of drive, or you can't lack motivation. And I say this the way that I'm saying it, because it doesn't have to tie to a job. Everybody always talks about, why you always have the man with a job? What about a man who stays at home? He can stay at home, but what is his driver? Because it can't be me. Because I'm going to be working. I'm going to be having a good time. I'm going to be doing my thing. I'm going to need you to have your independent thing too. And then we can come together when time comes together. But I can't have you existing for me. I have a dog for that. So that's non-negotiable number 2.
Louis doesn't give a fuck.
He can't eat without me.
That's true.
When he hungry, he be looking for me. Don't look for me when you hungry. And hunger, not just in the tangible sense of food, but like hunger for time, hunger for attention, entertainment, shmoney. Because I'm going to need you to be very generous to me with your shmoney. So, have your own thing going. You said 3.
Yeah.
Third non-negotiable. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I have a third. I think the first 2 really sum it up for me. Third, and I want to, I'm just going to say it. Treat me, obviously, like I'm the queen of your universe. And do not diminish how you treat other women. For the sake of A, try to make me feel comfortable. Because actually, it's gonna make me feel very uncomfortable, and I'm gonna dump you
Because you're capable.
because you're capable of doing it. Or B, because you just have no sense whatsoever to treat women the way that women should be treated. I know there's a word for it, but it's not coming to me. But having that sense of, non-negotiable. You got to be able to secure the space. Like, yes, I'll have my own personal security on staff, and I'm looking to you first.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, my personal security should be following your lead. And if you can't do that, then you don't need to be in my ecosystem.
Yeah. No, valid.
But yeah, those are my 3. They may change again.
Those were really well thought out. So now I'm thinking that mine are more so, it gives me the ick versus non-negotiable. It just gives
I've gone through the ick phase.
But I'm like,
but men are just icky in general. Like sometimes y'all be doing some things that I don't understand.
But so like, because mine are like small. For example, one is if we on that bus and you see all these women standing up, you better get up. That was crazy.
Including the elderly women, like you just chilling.
Correct. So my other one is like, much like you said, like if you are like mean to people, we're not together. First of all, it's embarrassing. Second of all, I see that like if you're capable of being mean to them, you're capable of being mean to me one day, and I'm just not having that. I don't want to be uncomfortable in my own home. I'd rather leave. And then
nigga, you leaving, this is my house.
And then there is like when you don't put your cart away. I've seen out here, because we just got a Costco.
Oh, cart. Oh.
And it irritates my soul. Remember when we went to Winco?
Yeah,
that guy?
Yeah, left it in the
like if you
space.
can drag your groceries all the way to your car with a cart, you can put your cart in the cart return thing. You don't even have to walk all the way back to the store.
It's very inconsiderate.
But if you're the type that just leaves the cart just in the middle of the place, or like, oh, well, let me put it by the tree, like prop it up in the tree thing, you are not my man. And
I have a 4th one.
I know, because now I think I just want a man with like Habibi qualities, but like not the
traditions.
Yeah, like
cultural traditions.
Because I'm
me.
I'm me.
And I was about to say that wasn't gonna be my 4th. Not like you gotta allow me to just exist.
Yeah, I want to be free. Not to say that other people are not free. They're making decisions that they want to make.
Right.
I want to be able to make the decisions that I want to make.
Right.
But I just would want somebody that like wants to make sure that I'm safe, secure, and provided for.
I'm free to be me. And you desire to create that space for me. There was a clip from what is the name of that show? 3 Black Women. Oh my gosh. It's not, I was about to say Friends. It's not Friends. There's no Black people in Friends.
Living Single?
No. That's a good one too.
There's 4 of them.
I think it came on at the same time though. I think the girl with the tattoo, and then
Girlfriends.
Thank you.
There's 4 of them.
There's 4.
There's Lynn. There's Joan. There's Tony. And then there's the other girl.
Who's the other girl?
Lynn's, like she worked at Lynn's office. She was like the receptionist.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this, and I'm horrible with character names, so somebody feel free to put it in the chat. But there was a clip where, again, I forget which character it was, but it was more so what the man was saying, and he was basically saying like, your place, a woman's place. Well, my woman's place is allowing me to take care of you. I have a lot of money. I'm rich. And so it is your place to accept all the things that I give you. And he was just rambling on because she was, which, been there, independent woman, myself, been there where I was like, I don't know if I should be taking these gifts and I don't know if that's appropriate and what should I be giving more, even though he got it and I don't, but should I be? So she was very insecure in how that exchange was happening. I'm using the word insecure. I didn't watch the whole episode. But just how he was able to not explain, bad word, how he was able to describe, as my woman, it's my duty to make sure you're good. Mm-hmm. And it's my job to use all the resources that I have on hand to make sure you're good. And if I don't have them, find them so that you're good. All you have to do is just exist by my side. That's all I expect of you. And I was like, that's what I'm looking. I mean, he said it in a more beautiful way and he had an accent. You know, I always get swooned and melted accents. I think he was supposed to be British. I don't know. Somebody in the comments tell me. But it's exactly the type of man I hope to have, in that it's less about his or hers, the gender roles, and it's more about, this is who I am, and I'm going to make sure you are able to exist in this space. I'm sorry. This is who you are, so I'm going to make sure you're able to exist in this space exactly how you are, if not more, and be able to grow and bloom in that, because best believe I'm doing that for you.
So maybe it's not even a Habibi quality. Maybe it's just like an older traditional, or just, I don't know, like a good man quality, like a good character quality.
Maybe.
Because that was kind of like there's a reel that I was watching. That's kind of what he was saying, but he was like pranking his dad, being like, oh, like POV, you prank your dad, saying that like your wife has to work or whatever. And then he was basically saying, and the dad was like, what are you talking about? I don't know if it translated correctly, but he was like, so are you sassy?
Not sassy.
And he was like, what? Like, she has a good job. Like, she makes $90,000 a year. Like, we need her income. He was like, what do you need her income for? You just need to find more money. Like, if she wants to work, it's because she wants to work. Like, you expect her to have her like your kids. Da, da, da.
Exactly.
And then somebody in the comments and was like, yeah, like culturally, it's like the man would like bring and like make sure the household's good, and like if the woman wants to work, she can work, and like that's her money to like do whatever she wants to do. But at the end of the day, like the house is like taken care of,
right?
And that
because I think this concern, I'll say it very nicely, I think this concern that some men have about like, oh well, if I'm doing everything and she's doing nothing type thing, their concern for me actually is, I don't think I tied myself to someone who cares about my interests as much as I care about theirs. And I'm going to make it very clear up front that I care about your interests. If I care for you, if I love you, I absolutely care about your interests. And if I'm working and I'm making money, yes, I'm going to buy my own little things, whatever. But I'm also going to be mindful of what the household needs, what my man needs. I'm going to need you to not only do the same, but then kind of lead with it, because I want to be able to F off of my money when I want to, but also you the head of the household, right?
But also like the same can be said on the other side in terms of like independent, because when you're talking about like, oh, like she was an independent woman and he was like,
I'm independently depending on you.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is, I think that also comes from the knowledge of like, there are people that use money that try to take advantage. Like,
true.
Oh, like I bought everything. Now you don't get any say in the household and everything goes my way.
Very true.
And so like, it's understandable to be like, I think both of those scenarios on both sides, you can be, your concern can be who you've tied yourself to. which is why you need to fully know who you've
Who
tied
tied
yourself to
to.
in their character
Mhm.
before you even get into something like that. Because then, and maybe I'm speaking to myself as I'm like talking through this, because then I can accept money freely because I know you're not going to use it over my head.
Right.
Or like if I do something that's like, if I mess up somehow, like I won't have to hear a laundry list of every single thing that you've done for me because we are all going to mess up. There are some mess ups that are, you can't come back from, okay?
Absolutely.
That are bigger than a mess up. But there are some where, because I know, you know, in my history, like if you mess up a little bit, now all of a sudden people are like, well, I did. And then it's like, then it makes you not want to accept anything from anybody anymore.
Exactly.
Which I'm learning to get over. But I can understand how that happens.
Yeah. It reminds me of Judge Toller. Love her to death. When she was just like, when you meet a man or a woman, your partner, you're going to date a little and you're going to watch her. And then you're going to end up being boyfriend, girlfriend, have a title. Then you watch them some more. Then, okay, engagement happens and y'all really excited about the wedding. But even during the wedding, preparing for the wedding, you watch them a little bit more. And then you get married and you have kids, but you still watch them. And it was one of those things for when she was, and she explains it a lot better than I did, but it's one of those things that people change.
Yeah.
So as long as we have this foundational understanding that this is who my character is, this is who your character is, and this is how our characters either can or cannot coincide with each other, all the growth is just extra, is bonus. And being able to recognize, like, I'm going to continue watching you, though. Like, I understand that's your character, that's your foundation. But what you growing into? Because I'm going to have to watch that to see if it still matches where my growth is going. And sometimes you grow apart, and that's okay, too. I think we need to normalize more often when people do happen to grow apart and not stigmatize it so negatively. Like, it happens. Just like with friendships. It just like with relationships with work, I grew apart from my work. I'm working for myself now. Like it's just a process. But yeah,
that was that. And my last one, because I was watching another documentary.
Oh Lord.
About this girl that went missing on a cruise ship years ago, like 20 years ago. And so she went missing. The point is, because I'm not going to, it's going to end up longer than what it is. So she went missing on this cruise ship. People have been saying that they saw her because, it was national news, whatever. But there was one that stuck out to me. And I was like, ooh, if that was my man, I'd have to leave him because he'd give me the ick. Although I'm not saying anybody should leave their partners. Live the life. Everybody deserves the love story they desire. And I'm also everybody, and I also deserve the love story I desire. So they were in Barbados because at this point they found the girl that went missing 15, maybe 20, 2008. So 20 years, 10 years, I don't know. Somebody found her on one of them websites and sent the website to the family and was like, hey, this is a website of illicit activity. Here's the picture. They connected the picture and it was her in the face. So there's this lady that was just on vacation in somewhere in the Caribbean. I said Barbados, maybe not Barbados.
Sounds like they ain't doing that type of illegal activity over there.
Somewhere. And she was in the bathroom, and then the girl came in. Her name was Amy. Amy came in. She was washing her hands. Or they think it's Amy, although the girl's Amy. And then she was like, so the lady was using the bathroom, and some guys come in with the girl Amy. And the guys were like, you have an appointment tonight. Like, you need to get yourself together. Like, whatever it takes. Bathroom? Like, whatever it takes, you better be here or else, like, we're going to take care of you or whatever. And then she was like, well, can I at least see, like, my kids? Like, can I see my kids today? And they were like, yes, if you do, like, everything, whatever. And then she got excited. So, like, by then she'd been missing for like years. So they presumed that she had some kids. So the woman comes out of the bathroom, sees a girl like washing her hand, disheveled or whatever. And then she was like, oh, are you okay? Like, oh, where are you from? She found out, or she heard that she had like a Southern accent. And then she was like, oh, I'm from like West Virginia. And then she knew something was off because, women. And then so she came out, she told her husband, and her husband's just like, just don't get involved. Just like, don't do anything. Like, you're like reading this wrong or like whatever. And then they went home, and then she was watching Dr. Phil. And then Amy's parents was on Dr. Phil, like showing pictures and then showing the pictures that they received. And she was like, I saw that girl. So then she called the FBI. But it's just like, if you are my partner, if you are my other half, and I tell you something, you don't believe me, ick. Because like, I'm not saying to put us in harm's way. Obviously, we can't go up against the cartel. Like, nobody can do that. But don't gaslight me. And
we could have called the FBI right then and there.
I want to say this too, because there's another guy that saw her because he was doing illicit activities. Evidently they have brothels in other countries.
Oh yeah.
But he was doing illicit activities, but he was in the Navy. So evidently you're not allowed to go to a brothel if you're in the Navy, even though you're in a country where...
Because you're working. You're on their time.
Oh, okay. Well, but he was up in there. And then so the girls, they sat down and they were like, two girls sat down. Amy was not speaking. The other girl was like talking. Then she went up and got drinks. And then Amy was like, hey, my name is Amy, whatever her last name was. So sorry, I forgot. Look it up though. It's everywhere. Hey, my name is Amy. I need your help. Like, I need to get out of here. Like, can you please just tell somebody, like, I'm from such and such.
And he didn't want to get in trouble.
And he didn't want to get in trouble because if he got in trouble, he was about to like retire from the Navy. So he would have got demoted to a lower rank of being retired. So then he came out later.
But you could
evidently in enough time to do a documentary.
Right.
Because I don't care about anything.
Someone's
like,
life.
I just don't. It's just immediate ick. Like, again, I'm not saying like turn over the tables. Be strategic. Tell somebody something. Tell somebody something. Because by then, this was in the 90s, we were like under 10 years old. But evidently the whole nation was looking for this girl. And they had the European news talking about this girl. Everybody was looking for her because she got lost on a cruise. Right. So she could be anywhere. So.
But also, who was she with?
She was with her family.
Oh.
And so they went like, she went like dancing.
Yeah, they have the clubs or whatever.
Yeah. And then so she ended up to like the bass player like kept talking to her. And like, and yeah.
I was about to say something, but I can't.
It was crazy, but seeing like all the people that could have stepped in, not. And it's like one of those things where it's like, I understand, there's good and there's bad, sure. But when good does nothing, it then becomes bad. So it's like everybody wants to say like, oh, there are good guys out there. But if good guys aren't doing anything to the bad guys, as we see globally, then are there really any good guys? Because it's easy to be a good guy in the safety of your home, but it counts being a good guy or gal,
or just an
but I'm
ignorance.
saying guy in general. But it counts being good when it's being tried. And like, I understand it takes a lot of courage to do that, which is why I'm like, I need to work on my courage. Like, I need to make sure that I'm not going to see something, because evidently everybody's up here acting crazy now, just cutting up. So I want to make sure I'm in a situation to where if something does happen, I'm able to like strategically do something about it. But like, if I tell my husband that I'm feeling like something is not right, even if you don't want to get involved, don't try to diminish what I'm feeling. Don't try to dismiss what I'm feeling, just so you can feel more comfortable about the fact that you're not going to do anything about it. So yeah, that was that. It was a documentary weekend. I love documentaries.
Yeah, no tea, no shade to the woman that went to her husband though. However, I ain't going to him. Girl, lock yourself in this stall. I'm calling right now. And I'm going to send him a text like, hey, I done called the FBI. We're going to be here a little bit longer.
But so
this
who has
bathroom.
the FBI's number? So she only
How was
called
she
the
able to?
FBI at Dr. Phil because it was like, oh, if you have
It
information,
was on
call
the
the FBI.
screen.
But like, you're just on vacation in
Well,
Barbados.
now. Maybe
Or-
not in 2000.
I keep saying Barbados. Somewhere in the Caribbean.
Yeah, don't
I
say
do not know.
Barbados. Barbados is tight. I loved it. For the 2 seconds I was able to be there. I'll be back. Where was I going? Oh, maybe 2008, not so much. But now we got too much technology for people not to figure out how to intervene, whether directly or indirectly, because everybody got all this anonymous chat bot stuff, whatever it's called. Correct me in the chat, people. I don't know. But there's too much technology and resources out there for people not to intervene in a way that's safe for them, but also safe for who the victim is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's another thing too. People need to realize or assess, okay, if I intervene this way, will we all get out alive? Because even, what was I watching? It wasn't no documentary, I know that. That Wizard of Oz show that wasn't it's called Emerald City. It was like a series. And it was a fight scene, and so Dorothy went to go intervene, but the way she did it, like, I already knew this isn't going to pan out for anybody that she's trying to save. But it was a fight scene, or not a fight scene, an argument basically over a little girl who happened to be a witch. But a little girl, but she intervened and got them both caught up, and they both got caught up with the knights or whatever. So it's like, assess the situation for sure. And in these times, we can't not do anything.
Yeah.
Because where, I don't know if they found her alive back then, now people are just, I don't know if I can say that word on a podcast, but they just sending people to glory all willy-nilly.
And so they didn't find her at all. They think she's still over there because they made a website of like for her. And so they started posting like pictures because one guy.
Oh, he should feel like crap right now.
One guy said that he saw her I think that's why I said Barbados. Because he said that he saw her at Barbados. Because she has a Tasmanian devil tattoo. So he said that he saw her, but he didn't again until after. And then he was like, oh, I saw her. But he said that he saw her, but he works for like telecommunications. So he knows how to like search IP addresses, all of the things. So they made a website. This other guy made a website, and it was like talking about her case because now, you know, all the influencers picked it up, all the true crime, whatever.
Right.
So she has a website, and they posted like pictures from like Thanksgiving, Christmas, just all pictures of her. And around, they saw a IP address from Barbados, is where I got Barbados from, that they can see how often you go on the site and how long you stay and what you're looking at. So they saw on Christmas, Thanksgiving, and around birthdays, this one IP address kept going to the website and looking at like Christmas pictures, Thanksgiving pictures, pictures with family. So they think it's her, but she can't leave because like she got them kids, or she's like
she's trapped, or they're probably be the ones to show her like, hey,
correct,
go do this job.
Correct. And they're saying that like other survivors who were trafficked were saying that like they were told that if they go back that they're going to kill their family. So like, if they can get you from a
cruise boat
for years, like there's probably no telling, especially once you see who is frequenting these services, you see that these people are a little connected.
They're little patrons.
But that's, you know, a conversation for off air. But yeah, from that, seeing women's placement, I guess, in all of the Okay, for example, there are several self-defense and like tactical trainings marketed, different types marketed to men.
Very true.
So these men have a lot of skills if they so choose to desire to have them. They have the skills just sitting there and they're not using them.
Mm-hmm.
So like I want women to be in a place, which I don't know if you're going to have to, because like women have a different set of strengths than in terms of like where we hold our like center of gravity, where we like where our body set up, we can be a lot quick, all these things, like not to make any generalizations, but like our bodies are different. I want to put women somehow in a situation or in a skill level to where if you and somebody are in a room and they want to hurt you, you are coming out of their life.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, I just feel like it's constant just setting up like victims, which I wish, which I'll do it when I open my school. But like, I remember when I was like teaching PE being like, this is not, we need to teach training. We need to teach like, this is how you defend yourself. Yeah, okay, it's cute to do push-ups. It's cute to run the mile. But it's like, there's going to be a time where you got to stop running. You're going to have to turn around. You're going to have to fight. And you have to make sure you get out of here. I understand what we learned in Sunday school. I understand what you deem right or wrong.
I mean, there was fighting in the Bible.
And I need to make sure that you come out, especially like, and I'm speaking at this like I would be speaking to my daughter, because like it was just so sad to see all the pictures and then like to see the picture that the guy sent. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, she didn't volunteer for that. Like she came out to her family. She's gay. She don't want to have sex with these men. So it's just like, I want to be able, when I have daughters, obviously my boys will be in all the classes, whatever. When I have daughters, you are going any situation, you're coming home. You're coming home.
Yeah.
Unscathed.
Other countries do it.
So.
Awesome. We'd love to hear your thoughts. I know we talked about documentaries, tad bit about our experience at the basketball game. Happy to share more in the comments if you're interested. Or, you know, just hit us up. And hopefully there'll be more games for us to go to for the Valkyries and everything else that we talked about today that I can't quite remember. But I hope everyone's new month gives them nothing but peace, prosperity, and whatever your heart desires, because that is a non-negotiable. And without any other comments, questions, concerns, I think we are tuning out.
Okay, bye.